Part 1. 1. Front page. She was found by her roommate in the hallway of their split-level bungalow at 1911 Pinehurst Road in the Hollywood Hills at approximately 9 a.m. and pronounced dead by paramedics at 9:28, February 22, 2001. Her body was face up on the carpeting near the entrance to their bathroom, and when Jen opened the front door that morning and saw her from across the room, she at first thought it was some sort of practical joke. Ashley was known for her occasional put-ons and tricks, but as Jen got closer, it was impossible to miss all the blood. It was trailing from Ashley's nose and mouth and matted in her hair. It had drenched the green terrycloth robe she was wearing, as well as the blue tank top that was stretched around her torso and the shorts that were bunched around her thighs. It covered her arms, legs, and hands with a sickening sheen, nearly obscuring the bracelet tattoo she had around her left ankle. It had turned the carpet around her body a dark, angry red. Jen bolted out the door to her car to call 911, not wanting to remain in the room for another second. She would never spend a night in that house again. The fire truck was the first to arrive, and then came Detective Thomas Small of the LAPD, Hollywood Division. He noted that the victim was a 22-year-old Caucasian female who was last known to have been alive as of 8:15 p.m. the previous night. He noted that there had been no forced entry into the residence and no obvious weapons had yet been recovered. He also noted that due to the time lapse, she wasn't a viable candidate for tissue donation. An external examination of the body revealed 47 stab wounds, 12 of which were later deemed fatal. Defense wounds were also observed on her right forearm and hands. Ashley's neck organs had suffered extensive trauma, and her windpipe and right artery had been cut in two. Stab wounds blanketed her back, stomach, and arms, and her head had been partially dislocated from her spinal column. Bloody shoe prints were noted in the house entryway. The official report from the deputy medical examiner wouldn't be filed for another 2 weeks, but the manner of death was obvious. Homicide. She was officially identified at approximately 11 p.m. via DOJ fingerprints as Ashley Ellerin of Los Altos, California. An hour later, a local police sergeant was sent to notify the next of kin, her parents. It took another 5 days for the news to reach me. We sat around the kitchen table, my parents and I, with the paper between us. The story had made the front page of the Bernardsville News, below the pictures from the latest hospital benefit and an article on deer population control. I read it while they stared at me. I was just under 2 months out of college. In a few weeks I'd turned 22, just as she had been. I had graduated a semester late, and although I still had my same apartment in the city, something about the new stretches of unstructured weekend time unnerved me. How did you fill it all by yourself, with no essays to write or assigned reading to get done? I had taken to visiting my parents in New Jersey more regularly while I sorted things out. At the end of February, there was a bit of snow left on the ground, and my eyes kept settling upon the patches of whiteness outside every few sentences as I read. Former PPAC resident murdered in Los Angeles, the headline shouted. I blinked and knew instantly what was coming.